Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome to class today. This is episode 4 of our Sell Real Network series. Okay, today we are going to be treating the part 2 of how to sell properties on social media. How to sell properties on social media to high net worth individuals or Cameroonians abroad. All right, if that's your target audience. Welcome to class. Please share the link, let your friends join. If you know anybody who is a newbie or who wants to get into real estate or learn how to sell real estate, or you know anybody who is already into real estate and wants to scale and wants to join the top 1% at the top who are selling and making massive profits or massive commissions, send this link to them so that they can join and learn. Today is going to be massive, okay? And today also is going to be a continuation of part 1, right? So if you have not watched part 1, please go back to my YouTube channel. You see the playlist on free real estate sales and marketing trainings. You start from, if you've not taken episode 1, you start from episode 1 where we talk about building a solid foundation in your real estate business. We talk about episode 2, we talked about branding. Episode 3, we talked about how to sell 8 secrets on how to sell properties to high net worth individuals on social media. We spoke about the 4 secrets in episode 3, and this is episode 4. We're going to be talking on the last remaining 4 secrets on the total 8 secrets on how to sell properties on social media. Please, if you can hear me and you can see me, type 1 in the comment section so that I can know that I'm being heard and I'm being seen clearly. If you can hear me, welcome to class. If you can hear me and you can see me, type 1 in the comment section. Thank you guys for joining. And it's very important that you attend the live session, even though the replay is still going to remain here on the channel. It's very, very important to attend the live session. So to begin with, let me again always introduce myself. You all know that my name is Atega Daniel, and I am a certified real estate sales and marketing consultant with the Realtor School in Nigeria. I am also the lead marketer at Property Trust Group, and at the same time, I'm a top selling realtor. Okay, so you are listening or learning from somebody who knows what he's doing, somebody who has results in what he is doing. Welcome to class. Please type 1 in the comment section if you can see me and you can hear me clearly. A recap of episode 3 on the 8 secrets on how to sell properties to high net worth individuals in Cameroon. In episode 3, we spoke about, I started by explaining to you the power of social media. Welcome to class. Please type 1 in the comment section if you can see me and you can hear me clearly. Type 1 and type your name. Type 1 and type your name in the comment section. I started by explaining to you the power of social media, how that the greatest power of social media is leverage. And I explained to you what leverage is, how that leverage comes from the word lever, and lever comes from the simple machines that were taught to us in physics back in secondary school, that a lever is a machine or a mechanical tool that helps you apply minimal force on one side, right? That's you place the lever on a fulcrum and you can apply minimal force on one side, and on the other side you get a huge or massive result. Please type your name and type 1 in the comment section if you can see me and you can hear me clearly. And I told you that the first secret on how to sell properties on social media is you must know who you are selling to or who is buying from you, your target audience. I break down and explain to you the 4 different categories of people who buy properties. We looked at their mindset, how they think, their fears, how you can target them, how you can create content and target them. The second secret was how to stand out and be a preferred option. I showed you how to stand up. Welcome to class. Please type in the comment section your name and you type 1 if you can see me and you can hear me clearly. I showed you how to stand out and how to be a preferred option. The third secret, I showed you the 3 C's, right? Who can remember the 3C content strategy? That is credibility content, curiosity content, and conversion content. That was, the third secret on how to sell. Please In details, I break this down. It was a 2 hours 14-minute class, that we had last Monday. If you did not get this, or you don't understand, or you're still confused in one way or the other, please go back and watch the replay. Go back and watch the replay. All right. And remember that this is the Celery Network. The Celery Network is a private network of realtors that I'm personally building on, and I'm teaching them how to sell real estate on social media with ease. That is the goal of the Celery Network, right? The goal is so that you learn how to sell properties on social media with ease, without stress. Okay? And the fourth secret we talked about in episode 3 was that videos equals trust and engagement. Videos equals trust and engagement. Of course, I cannot, start explaining that in details here because we already did that in episode 3. So please go back to the replay on my YouTube channel at Adega Daniel. All right, welcome back live. I'm so sorry for the distraction. The internet is trying to mess with me, but thank God we are back live, right? I was just giving a recap on episode 3 and the 4 strategies that we treated last Monday, right? And I was saying that the Celery Network, the goal of the Celery Network is to help you to sell properties on social media with ease. All right. And I was saying that the Celery Network is a free training that I'm personally doing for serious and intending or already existing real estate agents who are very serious and want to learn how to sell properties on social media. And today we are going to be talking on the 5th secret, the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. And I want you to pay keen attention. I'm so sorry for the distraction. My spirit is already very, very low. I'll try to get back the energy. All right. So please get back everybody to join. Please type 1 in the comment section if you can see me and you can hear me clearly. This internet is a mess. Come on. Is the one? Yeah, no, the one is that the one at 3 in 1. That one they like that one where they take up sometimes to me. Welcome back to class, Celery Networkers. Please type 1 in the comment section if you can see me and you can hear me. So I'll just dive right in, okay? If there are any adjustments, I will download the video, I'll edit it on CapCut, and then we'll try to put it back up on YouTube for you to watch the replay. All right. So secret number 5. Okay. Nikes says, I can hear you now, though the internet connection isn't so good. I'm so sorry about that, Nikes. But can you hear me? Please type 1 if you can hear me clearly. Is it, I don't know, it should be my internet because mine isn't that very stable, but God will help us. I don't know. God will help us. Thank you so much for joining, Nikes. Please tell your colleagues in class, in the group, to join, please. Tell them to join. All right, let's dive right in. I'm going to walk the replay and then cut out the parts where it was a little bit disturbing, and then we get on. Thank you so much, Nikes. Nikes can hear me and can see me clearly. So let's dive right in. Secret number 5. Secret number 5 on how to sell properties to high net worth individuals, which are Cameroonians, on social media with ease. Secret number 5, choose the right platform, or how do you choose the right platform to sell to? How do you choose the right platform, or in other words, choose the right platform to sell to? Choose the right platform to sell to. Now, when I talk about selling using on social media or choosing the right platform, a lot of people just think that all platforms are the same. No, not all platforms are equal, right? Each platform has its own, the kind of audience that it was made or built for. For example, TikTok has every kind of person, or any demographic of people that are on it, right? But the generation that TikTok was built for is the Gen Alpha, right? I'm going to explain this in a bit. TikTok was built for Gen Alpha. Gen Alpha is, are people born between 2013 to till now. Anybody that was born between 2013 till now are called Gen Alpha. Gen is a short form for generation, so Generation Alpha, right? There are people, the reason why they call them Generation Alpha is because there are people who grew up with the internet, smartphones, and artificial intelligence. We are back. That's why the attention span is low. Let me switch to another router. That's why the Gen Alpha's attention span is very, very low. Okay? Now, in choosing the right platform, I told you that there was something called the SIPA framework, which we won't have time. The time we'll start organizing physical trainings, I'm going to explain to you the SIPA framework in details, right? But here, I want to just give you some indexes, right? An index is a pointer, right? Something that acts as a direction, like a guide, like what should guide you, or what are the things that you should consider before choosing a platform or the right platform to market or sell to. The first index that should guide you is your target audience. And in episode 3, we spoke about the target audience in details, the 4 different people that should buy properties. And I explained how you can target them, right? Now, to choose which platform to target them, you need to first of all know them. So your target audience will help you choose the platform. Now, globally, right? Globally, there are over 5.6 billion people that use social media. That accounts to over 69% of the total world's population, because it has been estimated as of January 2026 that there are over 8.12 billion people on the internet. And statistics have shown that 5.6 billion of these human beings use the internet. Do you see how powerful the internet is? So over 50% of the whole world, or the entire population in the whole world, are on the internet. And now, Facebook alone has over 3.1 billion users. Facebook alone has over 3.1 billion users. YouTube has 2.85 billion users. YouTube has 2.85 billion users. WhatsApp has 2.8 billion users. Right? Are you seeing these 3 platforms? Facebook, YouTube, and WhatsApp. Facebook has 3.1 billion users. YouTube has 2.85 billion users, and WhatsApp has 2.8 billion users. Then you can now have X, that's Twitter, that comes with 600 million users. You have Threads that come with 400 million users. Then you have TikTok that has 1.7 billion users. All right, but the top 3, right, is what I want you to focus on for a reason. I want you to focus on Facebook, focus on YouTube, and focus on WhatsApp. So when it comes to choosing the right platform, you need to have a primary platform and a secondary platform. The primary platform will help you for lead generation and brand positioning. The secondary platform helps you for conversion. I, for one, my primary platform is YouTube, while my secondary platform is WhatsApp. So I can stay without posting on all social media platforms, but I must put up a post or a video on YouTube, because YouTube is my primary lead generation platform. And why did I choose YouTube? Because most of my target audience are on YouTube. Since I'm specialized in land banking, and my goal is to sell to Cameroonians abroad. Who are Cameroonians abroad? Cameroonians abroad are people who intentionally want to invest into real estate, right, or into land banking. And most of the places they go to in order to look for people they can trust and buy from is search-based platforms. YouTube is a search-based platform. If you see somebody going to YouTube, the person is not just going to go and scroll randomly. The person knows exactly what he or she wants. So he goes on YouTube and he search land for sale in Boya, land for sale in Cameroon. You get? And if I put up a video titled land for sale in Cameroon with a captivating thumbnail, that person and my video maybe pops on the first, second, or third, the person is going to click and watch my video. When he was watching my video, I will make a call to action that if you want this land, call or send me a message on WhatsApp using the numbers on your screen to book for an inspection right now. The person is going to send me a message using the numbers he or she sees on their screen. Do you see? So you have to choose the right platform. That's secret number 5. The thing that the top 1% are doing, which those who are not making sales are not doing, is that they don't even know the platform, the right platform to sell on. They just scatter their content, their attention is just focused, or their energy is just divided around all social media platforms. And when you do like that, you will not be able to concentrate. Right? You're supposed to focus on one platform at a time. And I'm telling you that no matter, now I've studied, right, the 4 different categories of people who buy properties. Now, no matter the category you are selling to, you should either use Facebook or YouTube. Now, I'm talking to you as a salary networker, for you not to, go through the stress of me saying that go and do research and stuff like that. No, I'm telling you right now that no matter the category of people you are trying to sell to, you are either using Facebook or YouTube as your primary platform, and then you use WhatsApp as your secondary platform. WhatsApp business for that matter. Now we are going to have a session where I'm going to show you how to optimize your WhatsApp to attract high valuable people, or if people, how to convert people just using how you've branded your WhatsApp, right? Or even before that class, you can even check my WhatsApp, right? Enter into my profile, see how I've branded, see where I've written everything. You can even just copy the same thing. Just copy the same thing. I told you, it's not, you are not imitating. It's called expert modeling. You are just doing what works. You are observing people who are doing stuff that are giving results, and you're just modeling those stuffs. If you don't want to write exactly what I've written, just write something that relates to it, okay? So the primary platform, your primary platform should either be Facebook or YouTube, please. I told you that I'm going to explain in details the SIPA framework, how, when I explain, you will now discover that truly is Facebook or YouTube, okay? Now, there are a lot of people who sell on Instagram, who sell on TikTok, or all other social media platforms. But to you, a salary networker, because all of us here are newbies. Now, I'm telling you as your coach that, because, and I know the level each and every one of you here is on, we are all, starting, trying to build a strong foundation, right? So use either YouTube or Facebook, because it's going to give you the highest visibility that you can ever have. It's going to give you the highest visibility that you can ever have. So that is secret number 5. Choose the right platform. And I'm saying that you must have 2 platforms, the primary and the secondary. And your primary platform should either be YouTube. And I'm just giving you a reason now, that in case you want a reason why it should be YouTube. YouTube has over 2.85 billion users. It's the second most used social media platform in the whole world. After Facebook is YouTube. And if you don't want YouTube, you can choose Facebook, right? Now, you can use either YouTube or Facebook for your primary platform. For your secondary, you don't have, maybe there's another platform somewhere which I don't know, or maybe you can use the DMs, your Instagram DM or your Facebook DM or Messenger. But it's good in WhatsApp, because on WhatsApp you can do proper follow-up on your status. You can save the contacts and know that this person is, because each chat first on business WhatsApp has a note space where you can, after chatting with the person and the person says follow up, you can label the different chats or the different people who inbox you to know whether this is a cold audience, whether this is warm or this is hot, right? That's cold is people who don't know you, who are just, it's the first time getting in contact with you. Warm are people who have consumed your content, they already know you. And hot are people who have bought from you, okay? So I'm going to teach you or show you how to label the chats, or if you already know, you can just label them. That is cold audience, warm audience, or cold leads, cold prospects, warm prospects, or warm leads, and then hot buyers or hot Please type 1 in the comment section. If you are just joining, type 1 in the comment section if you can see me and you can hear me clearly. Okay, so that's how you can label it. So you have a primary platform and a secondary platform. That is the fifth secret on how to sell properties on social media, right? Focus and let me emphasize on this. Please focus on one platform. Focus on just one platform. When you make a lot of sales or you've gotten, a lot of stamina and visibility on that platform, then you can now spread your content to other platforms. You can now spread to TikTok, you can now spread to X, you can now spread to Instagram. But for now, for the next 6 months, right, focus on just one platform. And if you ask me, I will say use YouTube, right? Because on YouTube, you will be forced to do long-term content that will position you as an authority. And long-term content will help you gain mastery faster. Long-term content is going to help you gain mastery faster. So for the next 6 months, choose one, either Facebook or YouTube. Focus only on putting out content on that platform. I know that to an extent, some clients or some prospects, when they see you on one platform, they want to go and check you out on the other platform. But when they see that all of your focus, your energy, your time, your resources is put in so that you can give them the best on that platform, they're still going to trust you. They're still going to trust you. And please, when I say focus on one platform, I'm not saying you should go and be posting things that don't make sense on the other platforms. Leave them there for now. If you want to post anything, it should be something that should be related to what you're doing, or maybe it should be something educational, even though it's not real estate, but it should be something reasonable, something that your investors, if you are an investor, put yourself in the place of an investor. Or if you're somebody, a Cameroonian abroad, and you want to buy from somebody, and you check the person, on YouTube, and the person has good content, and when you go to TikTok and you search the person's name, you see the person twerking there, will you buy from that person? You know that the person is not serious. It's having a double identity. In fact, it's proof that the person can run away with your money. Okay? And you won't be able to trust the person. Are you getting? Please, if you are getting me, type in the comment section, I am getting. Okay? So have a primary and a secondary platform. And I said that your primary platform should be YouTube or Facebook. And if you want to follow my lead, take YouTube. And also, please target Cameroonians abroad. Okay, I didn't want to say this in our last episode, but I've been trying to think, but I just said, let me tell you, let your target audience be Cameroonians abroad. Of course, it doesn't mean that I've had a lot of people from Cameroon, people from Bamenda, Yaoundé, who have called me. Yeah, Nikes says, I'm getting said, thank you so much, Nikes. There are people from Bamenda who have bought from me, Yaoundé who have bought from me, Douala. In fact, I got a lead yesterday who said he wanted to purchase a property from Douala, and he saw my video on Facebook. Okay, but when I'm talking in my videos, most of the times I'm talking to Cameroonians abroad, but it doesn't mean that people in Cameroon will not buy from me. So your target audience, Nikes, your target audience should be who? Cameroonians abroad, because they are the most lucrative form of real estate buyers, and also they pay you without stress. That's the sweetest part. Their problem is no money. Their problem is not money, it's trust. Likewise, all of the other property buyers, category of property buyers here in Cameroon, their problem is money. But in abroad, you just need to position yourself as an authority so that they can be able to know, and trust you. And that's all. Okay? So your target audience should be who? Cameroonians abroad. And you should focus on what? One platform. So in this secret number 5, you are taking an instruction. The instruction is that you should focus on one platform for the next 6 months. Just one. And it should be YouTube. Okay? Either YouTube or Facebook, you can choose. But focus on one. Whether you're creating landscape content or you're creating portrait, that's reels or long form, focus on one. Just one. Please. Because it's going to, channel, if you channel all your, remember the last time I was teaching you, I was saying that to consistency, add intensity. So if you intensify the level at which you put in, you put out content for okay, if you intensify the rate at which you put out content on one platform, it's going to give you much more and faster result, and it's going to give you speed, which is the highest thing you need in your beginning journey or beginning as a real estate consultant. Okay, so focus on one platform. I repeat, focus on one platform, just one. All right, and have a primary platform. Your primary platform should either be Facebook or YouTube, and your secondary platform should be WhatsApp. And I've told you last time, I said optimize your platforms, optimize your bio and stuff like that. Please just go and look at how I've done mine. You might not model the same thing at the beginning, okay? But it should let it look professional. Let it look professional, okay? And I was supposed to give you an assignment by saying that you should review your strategy and no, I don't think that assignment is that useful now, because I've already given you the instruction to focus on one platform, and then which should be Facebook or YouTube, and then you have a secondary platform. So let's move to secret number 6. The secret number 6 on how to sell properties on social media as a realtor based in Cameroon is ask yourself, what is your growth strategy? The people that are making the most sales know what their growth strategy is. They don't just want to go and post and make sales and disappear. They have, if let's say, okay, you have started out on social media, right? You've put out your first video, your second video. How do you grow? How do you grow consistently? How do you grow consistently? Now, when it comes to putting out content on social media, there's what we call direct response marketing, and there's what we call awareness marketing. Direct response marketing is the property sales videos that you put out and you want people to take action immediately and contact you to buy a property. Awareness marketing is just you educating them and telling them that these are the 5 things you need to look out for before buying a property. Telling them that this is what the land title is, this is what it entails, this is what a chief attestation is, this is what it entails, this is what a site plan is, right? This is what a transfer of ownership is, this is what a receipt of acknowledgement is, this is what a deed of conveyance is, this is what a deed of assignment is. That's awareness. You're just want to educate them and let them be aware of the certain things that can befall them or what they should look out for. These are the 3 kinds of people you should consult before buying a property. That's an awareness content. Okay, so what is your growth strategy? Your growth strategy is publishing. Write it down, publishing, and type in the comment section. Write it down and type in the comment section. Publishing. Now, what is publishing? Publishing is distributing content across various channels to educate and engage your target audience. Distributing content across various channels, right, to educate and engage your target audience. Now, let me explain. Under publishing, I've mentioned that it is distributing content across channels. Forget about that part. It's not for you for now. You are not distributing content across channels. You are distributing content across a channel. That is your primary platform or your primary channel, Facebook or YouTube. Okay? And you are educating them. Very, very important. You are educating them, and you are, making them engage, and you are making them engage with your content. So the first most important part on your growth strategy under the publishing method is educational content. I remember I told you in episode 1 that please, real estate is not a side hustle. You cannot come and use real estate as a side hustle. It's either real estate or real estate. Make up your mind. It's either real estate or real estate. So you cannot say I'll do this one in the morning, then in the evening I'll do real estate. It's not possible, because you don't know the time the client will call you. What if the client calls, and if you waste time, I've told you that there are a lot of people into this industry, right? If you waste time, they go to the next person. That's why you need to be prompt. You always need to be online. As a real estate consultant, there's no such thing as my data is finished. How the hell did that happen? Go and get an MTN box. 15,000 francs, you get unlimited internet for a month, every single month. 15,000 francs. So there's nothing like my data is finished. That's the reason why I was not online. That shouldn't be an excuse, right? That should not even be in your mind. You should remove that from your mind. How can you say you don't have internet? It's not possible. Okay? If you don't have, you ask. That's why we're in the Cellry network. You come and be like, my internet bundle for the month, since we are still beginning, right? You come and say Daniel, my internet for the month, I have this. Please, can you complete me this too? Pick up and you do everything yourself. You might even buy a Starlink dish, right? Because even MTN at times usually disappoints. So I'm saying that your growth strategy or the growth strategy of the top sales realtor is publishing. And under publishing, they make sure that the highest thing that they put out is educational content. Because if you only put out sales content, people will start buying from you in the beginning, but in the long run, they will stop. Because they cannot trust you. When we get to secret number 8, I'm going to explain this to you. Because they cannot trust you, so they are going to run away. Okay? Even if they contact you and they go through your pitch and they're like, no, this person, the only thing he wants to do is he wants money. But if people see that the interest that you have in them is not just to collect their money, but to educate them and make them not lose that money or make them invest that money in a perfect manner, they are going to trust you the more. Okay? They are going to trust you the more. I'm going to explain that in secret number 8. Okay? So publishing should be your growth strategy. Publishing educational content, publishing property sales content, publishing behind the scenes. Please go and watch episode 3 if you don't get this, right? Because I explained this when we came to the 3C content, right? So with publishing, the first advantage that publishing helps you do is that it helps you build trust online first. Secondly, it helps you position yourself as an authority and as an expert. It's a double-edged sword. Okay? Firstly, it helps you build trust, helps you build authority, helps you position yourself as an expert. On the other hand, it helps you master what you're doing. Because when you do something over and over and over, you become a master of it. The reason why you're complaining and saying that you don't know what to say in your content, you don't know how to create content, it's because you have not done it long enough. When you do it long enough, you will not even, to an extent, you will just need to get 1 or 2 ideas and you know how to connect the dots. Okay? And you will know how to connect the dots. So under publishing, another point I wrote down is use long form content to build authority. Now, long form content mostly is educational content. Okay? So you use long form content to build authority as a growth strategy under publishing. Use long form content. And one of the ways to enforce your publishing strategy is to do challenges. You can say 30 days challenge on this, 90 days challenge, 100 days challenge, 6 months challenge, 1 year challenge. This internet is trying to deal with me today. You see, my spirit is low, but anyways, we keep moving. Okay, I hope we are back. If you can hear me, please, if you can hear me, type 1 in the comment section. If you can hear me and you can see me, type 1. Please, Nikes, indicate if you can hear me and you can see me. Gosh. And I was trying to share a strategy with us. I was trying to say that if you start out in any industry, right, and you don't want to recognize yourself, that is, you want to stand out and be a very, very, very exceptional, the first thing you should do, listen, this doesn't just apply to real estate. Even if you leave real estate today and you want to do something else, or you start up a business and employ a content creator or employ somebody to do that business for you, use this strategy. The moment you start that business, right, publish 100 videos educating people about that particular thing or about that business. 100 videos, and upload that video every single day. After you do it for the 100 days, I bet you will not be able to recognize yourself again. You will see how far you will grow in your words, in what you even say. You will see how far you grow in your mind, how you think about the business. You will no longer stress to make research when it comes to your business. You will not. You will get into, remember when I explained to you how that a rocket ship takes up and escapes velocity, right? After you've created the 100 videos, you're going to have visibility. Secondly, awareness. Third, you begin to drive engagement, because there is no way you create 100 videos in a particular topic or in a particular industry and the algorithm does not channel your videos to your target audience. Over 80% of people who watch my YouTube channel are Cameroonians in the US. Based in the US. And it was not when I posted the first or second video that they started watching, or that the algorithm started pushing it to them. It was after series and series and series of videos. Okay? So publish 100 videos educating people on that particular stuff, on different stuff concerning that business or that industry. Now, if you want to be unbeatable in the industry, do it for 1 year straight. That's 365 days you publish a video every single day. That's how powerful the publishing growth technique works. I mean, you'll be literally unbeatable. I mean, even in the real estate industry here in Cameroon. Just make up your mind that in the next 1 year, I want to publish a video every single day, or I want to put up. I mean, you will have no competition, because first, the excellence level of Cameroonians is too low. So you just need to do a little bit more than the average people, and you're the first. Just a little bit more than the average Cameroonian, and you're gone. You'll be the top 1% in that industry. I mean, even in real estate, in your city, you see that there will be nobody that will be able to compete with you. Nobody. And I keep telling you, you see this real estate sales and marketing I'm doing, there is nobody in the whole nation, I mean in the whole of Cameroon, that is teaching it. And if they are teaching it, they are not doing it like me. They need to come and learn here before. If you see anybody teaching somewhere, they have to come and learn here first. Because whatever they are teaching, I will not be able to trust the source if I don't see the results that tie with what they are saying. Okay, I will not be able to trust the source. So use the publishing method or publishing technique as your growth strategy. So the secret is, what is your growth strategy? And we have used the publishing technique or method as our growth strategy. And I've explained to you how to be unbeatable in your industry. Okay. The seventh secret is go all in, measure later. Go all in, measure later. Now, a lot of people, when they start putting out video content, they want to start seeing results that same day. You put out content today in the morning, by midday, you're going to check how many views, how many likes, and you start crying. No. Forget about measuring. Measure later. Go all in the way. Go all the way or go all in and measure later. And let me tell you the truth. In the beginning, when you start posting, just your friends, your loved ones, your parents might just like, comment, view, and try to encourage you and put in the they will type in the comment section, go. They will type, nice one, good job, amazing. But that's not your target audience. They can only encourage you like those are vanity metrics. They can only encourage you like that. encourage you, but they will not buy from you. Right? That's why I say go all the way, go all in, and measure later. Do what, remember your goal. When you start putting out content, remember your goal. Remember your goal. Your goal is to, get to a place where you are unrecognizable, to a place where you are unbeatable. Okay? So when you see small results, forget about the results. When you see results, thank God, clap for yourself, celebrate, but keep moving, keep pushing, keep moving, keep pushing. Okay? Forget about excellence. Forget about I need this gadget, I need this camera. Start where you are and go all in. Start where you are. Start where you are. Start with the phone. Start with that phone that you have. Even the investors will understand that you are starting out. The ones who want to encourage you, they will buy from you. Okay? I've told you that the most important thing is not the container, it's the content. It's the value that you're giving out. They'll be like, this person is intelligent. I know that this person is starting out. That's why, his or her content is video is not that, excellent. It's not that thought. In fact, when I started, do you know that there were people on my YouTube channel who noticed that my content had low quality? When I upgraded and I started using, I started putting out high quality content, one of my subscribers came and commented on one of my videos that, kudos, bro. What did he say? He said, kudos, bro. Your video quality is much more better now. And I was like, oh, so you've been watching. He said, your video quality is much more better now. And even when I was putting out the low quality content, I was still making sales. Okay? So go all the way or go all in and measure later. Right? The more you go, the better you get. The more you go, the better you get. You don't get better in the beginning. It's the more you put out the content that the better you become. Okay? I think I was listening to one of my role models online in Nigeria. He owns a real estate company, and he mentioned something. Now, he just said it in a passing, but that thing stuck with me, and I was like, this is very, very powerful. This is what he said. He said the quality is in the quantity. The quality is in the quantity. So you only become better and perfect the more you do that thing. You only become better and perfect in content the more you create content. You see? The quality is in the quantity. Meaning that if there's no quantity, you cannot have the quality. Right? If there's no quantity, you cannot have the quality. Right? Done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect. Right? You must not be perfect. Just do it. Do it and put it out. Shoot that video and put it out. Just follow what I've taught you. Give your hook, give the value, itemize it, give a call to action, put your number there, cut out the mistakes you can cut out on CapCut, and put out the video. Done is better than perfect. Please type in the comment section, the quality is in the quantity. The quality is in the quantity. Okay? Now, there is such thing called vanity versus valuable metrics in marketing. There's a vanity metrics and there's a valuable metrics. Now, the vanity metrics, I call it the feel good metrics. Vanity metrics makes you feel good. What are vanity metrics? Likes, comments, impressions, followers, right? When you have 10,000 followers, 5,000 followers, you are very happy, you feel good, right? Which is good, but it's a vanity metrics. You know why? Because most of the people who can be following you, liking your video, engaging, sharing, might be people who are not even interested in what you're doing. People who will never buy from you. So that's not even the real metrics you should focus on measuring. I'm not saying that you should keep it aside. I'm saying that it is not the real metrics you should focus on. That's why I say go all the way, go all in. Now, when you go all in and come and measure later, it means that you're not looking at vanity metrics. When you come back and you're checking at vanity metrics. You're checking how many people have viewed, how many people have liked, how many people have commented. And you start talking down on yourself and start feeling bad. No. Okay? So what you have to check are, Mildred said, please, I can hear you and see you, but I'm not seeing a place to comment. Nike said she is not seeing, Mildred says she's not seeing a place to comment. I don't know why that is not possible, Mildred. I don't know why that's not possible. But I don't know. Please just check around your screen, okay? Just check. There should be. Let me check. Automatic chat, community moderation. Yeah, the comment is allowed, right? I allowed the live chat on. Anyone can participate and send message. Anyone can add approvers and like tab subscribers. I think it's on, Mildred. You can be able to live commentary. Okay. I don't know. Please check now and see if you can send a message, Mildred. Okay, let me see. All right, I was explaining the difference between vanity and valuable metrics. Now, what are valuable metrics? Valuable metrics are how many people sent me a message, how many people called me, and from the people that called, how many bought. Those are valuable metrics. Those are the things you'd be checking, right? It's not views and likes and comments. How many leads did I get? And from the leads I got, how many did I retain as customers? Okay? So the difference between vanity and valuable metrics is, instead of asking yourself how many people read my blog post, you ask yourself how many people downloaded the checklist or the frequently asked questions ebook that I put up as a lead magnet on my blog. So the difference is simply action. The vanity metrics, they take action that does not yield results. Valuable metrics, they take actions that yields results. That they show you interest, that they are interested in what you are selling. But if people just view, how do you make sales from views? How do you make sales from likes? They are important, but they are not as important as valuable metrics. So pay much attention to valuable metrics than vanity. That's why you should go all in, because valuable metrics will only come when you go all in and stay there until you start getting it consistently. Okay? Go all in until you start getting it consistently, right? Type in the comment section, the quality is in the quantity, right? So you should take that home with you. The quality is in the quantity. The more you do, or the more you do, the better you get. The more you do, the better you get. And secret number 8, which is the last secret, is the goal of marketing. Now, please listen to me carefully. The goal of marketing is not to make sales. You'll be asking, Daniel, are you crazy? Yes, I'm not crazy. The goal of marketing is not to make a sale. The goal of marketing is to acquire a customer or a client. The goal of marketing is not to make a sale. The goal of marketing is to acquire a customer or a client. Now, let me explain. When your goal is to make a sale, it means you have a hunter's mentality. And when your goal is to acquire a customer or a client, you have a farmer's mentality. And I think I explained this when I said you should prioritize relationship over transaction, right? Let me just emphasize a little bit on it. Or let me just explain, what the difference between the hunters and the farmer's mentality. Now, when you're hunting, your goal is to kill and eat. Same way applies to real estate sales and marketing. When you're marketing and your goal is to make a sale, you just want to take that person's money and that will be all about it. But with a farmer, you see how intentional a farmer is. A farmer goes to the farm, tills the ground, plants a seed, comes and waters the seed grows, or the tree grows, bears fruit, right? Not, it doesn't bear a fruit, it bears fruits. And when he comes, he harvests the fruit and he eats. He goes back, he takes care, he cleans the area, comes again, waters, and waits for the next season. That is how your real estate sales and marketing business should look like, right? You should think like a farmer. So when you have this kind of a mentality, it will already shift how you talk to clients. It will shift how you put out content. It will shift the way you dress. When you do a video and you listen to it, it will shift what to even say in the video. Because your goal this time is not just to make a sale. Your goal is to acquire a customer that will be on a retainer and be bearing fruit for you every single time. Do you know that the first sale that I made this month of February, do you know that it wasn't a random person or a lead that just came to me randomly? It was when we launched, there's an estate we are selling now called Endeli Phase 3, located at Munya. When we launched that estate, I just thought to myself, let me follow up on this client. I called, she's abroad, okay? I didn't even call. I sent a voice. I told her, ma'am, this property, is on a pre-launch price, and I would really want to take advantage of it, seeing that you already bought another one in this same location, right? Even though this is not, it's not side by side to the one you bought, but it's the same place, just about 60 seconds walk from that place. It's a land banking property, actually. And I was telling her that if, as an early investor, you can lock down a plot now for 1.5, okay? In the next 2 weeks, when the roads have been opened, the place development has started going on there, the price is going to increase to 2 million. And she was like, Daniel, please, how do I lock down? I told her you can send a down payment. That same day, she sent 50% down payment. Now, the reason why she did this, or the reason why I could even go back to her, is because I have the mindset of a farmer. It's because when I was talking to her, it was more than making a sale. I was trying to build a relationship with her. It's because, do you know that before this woman came to me, she told me that she had been watching my videos on YouTube for 4 months. 4 months consistently. She was watching. When I upload, she goes, she watches. She goes, never comments, never likes. That's why I told you that valuable metrics are more important than vanity metrics. She was only viewing. Imagine that she was viewing like that for 3 months, and the 4th month she was supposed to reach out to me. I stopped posting because I was saying that people are only viewing, they are not buying. But I decided that I was going to go all in and measure later. And it's now, do you know that since I started my real estate sales and marketing business, it was just last month that I went to check my metrics on YouTube and discovered that I hit over 50,000 views. 15,000 views, sorry. She could buy from it. Now, when she sent her the first time she contacted me, she sent me down payment for the first property she bought, and then she sent her junior brother who is in Kumba to come and check the property when she had already sent me money. And she was like, Daniel, I've seen a lot of people selling properties in that area, a lot of real estate companies, but I've choose to work with you because for the past 4 months I've been following you. And imagine that in the past 4 months she has been following me. The only thing she came on my channel to see was property sales videos. Buy this land now, buy this land now, buy this land. But each time she came, I'll be educating on 3 reasons why Cameroonians are brought to invest in real estate back here in Cameroon. 3 importance of real estate. How to make money in real estate. What is real estate? And I was just educating and educating. And that's what she was coming to watch. You think she was coming to watch property sales videos? No. It was educational videos. Okay? Long form. And when I say long form, I'm not saying 1 hour, 30 minutes. No, you can start with 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute landscape. Okay? 5 minutes. You keep going. You keep going. Sometimes you can do less minutes. Sometimes you can do more. Like right now, I'm planning to start doing live educational. Same way I'm doing this live now, I'll be doing live, but for investors, not for realtors. I can come and say 5 most important reasons to buy a land rather than a house, or 5 advantages of buying a land to a house. I come and explain, and I go. And I just tell them that if they want My number's on the screen. So it's an option I'm giving them that, but if they want to buy somewhere else, let them consider this. See, humans are reciprocal in nature. If you educate them, they cannot go and buy from somebody else. Even if you tell them to go, they will not. Because in their heart, they are already feeling indebted to you. They'll be like, no, this person I've been learning for. How do I want to take this money and go and give it? And I don't even know this other person. At least this one, I know that he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's teaching. It means that he should be more knowledgeable. And, I'm trusting him the more. They cannot take your money somewhere else. Even when they want to take your money to somewhere else or where they know you are not, they will come and ask for your opinion. One of my subscribers on YouTube called me, I think last month, called me from, he's in Limbe. He was like, Daniel, when I picked the call, I was like, hello, this is Atega Daniel you're talking to, who is on the line. He said, it's your subscriber on YouTube. I was like, oh, thank you for reaching out, sir. He said, yes, I called because I just bought the property in Limbe and it has a land title. I want to ask the process which I can use to extract my land title. Do you think that if that person wants to buy a land in Boya, there is another person he's going to reach out to? It's me. Even if he wants to buy from a different real estate company, he's going to call me to do the due diligence for him. Today, a client of mine from Belgium called me and asked, and there's a real estate company, I cannot call names, that he saw marketing a property at Bokwango and at Bokova. And he called to ask if we have any property around there because he liked that area and had seen their property. And he said he knows that if they have, it means we should have. And he really wants to buy from me. Guess what? I told him that we don't have a property at Bokova, but we have at Bokwango. And he said that no, the first place he wanted to buy was Bokova. And that because we don't have there, he's not going to buy there. He's going to just add the money and buy the one at Bokwango because we have at Bokwango. Just because he wants to buy from me. This person does my publicity like mad. He sends voice notes to all of his friends telling them that there's one guy in Cameroon. His name is Ateka Daniel. Buy from him. He works with Property Trust Group. Buy from him. Right? That's because when I'm creating content, my goal is not to make a sale. In my mind, I want to build a relationship with my customer. Right? So how do you do this? How do you, acquire a customer? How do you make your marketing process to be like you're acquiring a customer and not making a sale? The first thing you should do is that you should sell the experience and not the product. And I told you the last time that the experience that any Cameroonian abroad should have with you or any client should have with you should be transparent, should be memorable, and should be honest. You should be very honest, right? Very transparent, and it should be memorable. When they leave, they're like, I've not seen anybody do this real estate like this person, right? I got a medical doctor, a Cameroonian abroad from Italy, who called me and he told me that he just wanted to say thank you. I said, why, sir? He said, because he has not seen anybody educating in this market like this. That how can I just take out my time to be educating? What he doesn't understand is that my goal is not to make a sale. The goal of my marketing is to build or acquire a customer, to build a relationship with a customer. All right? So I say sell the experience. How do you sell the experience? By, moving the discussion you have or how you do your business from transactional to relational. So you prioritize relationships over transactions. Like I told you, sometimes you're going to lose money. You're going to sacrifice your hard-earned money, right? I'm not saying that you will not make back the money, right? You are not a charity organization like I always say. You will definitely make back the money, but there are some times when you need to sacrifice 10,000, 20,000 francs just to help a client, Let me share you something that happened just last month. I have a client from South Korea who reached out to me. It's a she, actually. When she reached out to me, she wanted to buy a property we were selling at Bova that cost 3 million francs. And there was a little bit of misunderstanding. Now, when we went for, she sent her junior sister, her junior sister to come for site inspection. So when we went for site inspection, when I went and showed her that this is the property, and she saw it, and we looked at the site plan, she said she wanted plot 4, right? And on the site plan, it was really showing that plot 4 was at the right, was at the right. But in her after I explained everything, she now still just thought that plot 4 was the one in front of her. I told her, no, the one in front. She said she did not understand that stuff like that. She went and told her elder sister in South Korea that okay, I've seen the property is nice. Daniel is a good guy. Daniel treated us very well. They made payment, and they sent the document. I scanned the documents, of course, like I usually do. I uploaded on my drive to save it for her. Sent her, I told her to keep it safe, to give the hard copies to her sister. And her sister came for allocation. When we went for allocation and I showed the plot, sister said, no, it's not this plot. It's this one in front here and this one in front here. Guess what? The sister started saying that they want a refund. I said, no problem. No problem at all. Normally, when you want a refund in our company, you have to write a letter, right? You write a letter of request requesting that you need a refund. So I told her that I was going to help her write the refund letter for her to just sign. I don't want her to stress. After when she was shouting, talking, called her sister, the sister called me and they were all pissed off. And I was just calm. I was like, no problem. If you guys want a refund, we are going to refund you 100%. So I wrote the letter, I gave, she signed. I went out after all of that, right? You should have thought that hey, Daniel will be angry and because they will be sad. I was very, very happy, right? Because I knew that no matter what happens, I've built a relationship already with this. Even if she wants to buy it, she'll still come back to me. I told her, the sister, that please let's go and let me buy her a drink. I'm sure in her mind she was like, what kind of human being is this? We just told you want a refund. I've been shouting on your head since afternoon, and you're saying you want to buy me a drink. I went out, I bought them a drink. Because she came with one guy, right? So I bought them a drink and they left. I called her to check up if she had arrived home. And she said yes, she has arrived. And guess what? I knew that they were going to call me back to cancel the refund. I did not deposit the letter in my boss's office. Now, please, if it happens, go and deposit it. Yeah, go and deposit it. In case anything, you can go and tell your boss that me, I did not deposit. I knew that they would call and say I should cancel the refund. First day, they did not call. Second day, they did not call. All through the whole week. It was on the next Tuesday that the sister called, the client from South Korea. She's like, Daniel, so how far with the refund? I said, ma'am, you are going to get, I'm going to let you know the day when they're going to refund the money, and I'll call your sister to come and collect. And she was like, where did you say that plot was again? And is it that we misunderstood? I explained. She was like, so Daniel, you are trying to convince me now that I should take that plot there. You are trying to convince me. I wanted that place in front, but now you are giving me that place behind. I said, ma'am, it was just a small misunderstanding and blah, 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 blah. I explained everything. She was like, okay, let me call my sister and just talk to her. If she understands too with me, then you just cancel the refund. I said, no problem. No problem at all. That's how the call. She called the sister and the sister sent me a 4-minute voice note. And Daniel, because of the way you've treated me so nicely, I just thought to myself that it's not good that we do this to you after we've already done business and made payment and we've written documents and we've already paid for some documents. It's not good that we do this. We ask for a refund. Please just cancel the refund. I will come. You go and show me that place, because that day I came, I didn't really see it because I was so pissed off, and I was like, this is it. Because I know how far I've treated them since from day one. It was a tree I was nurturing to bear me fruits. I was nurturing, and that's how the refund was cancelled. I just went into my in my office. Into my drawer. I removed the letter. I looked at it. I just squeezed the thing, and I put I trashed it. That's because my goal, right, was to make the experience much more memorable than the product. So I was selling the experience to them. When the sister now went back home and called me, Daniel, how are you? I hope you're a very nice guy. You're very kind. You sacrifice a lot for your clients. We are so happy to have you as our real estate consultant. I was like, it's my pleasure. My pleasure. But at the same time, I'm the one helping them. Okay? At the same time, I am the one helping them. All right. So number one, sell the experience and not the product. Now, when you understand that you have to sell the experience, even the content you put on your page will be different. You're not going to pack flyers as if you're selling dodo and peanut. All right. You put out quality content because you know the kind of people that are going to come and consume your content. Okay. Just like the Bible says, it says, seek ye first the kingdom, right? And every other thing. Thank you so much, Sir Jervis, for joining. Sir Jervis is a mentor to me, right? And I respect him so much. Thank you so much, sir, for joining, and thank you for the encouragement. Thank you so much. Right? Like I was saying, the Bible says that seek ye first the kingdom, and all these other things will be added unto you. So when you are trying to do your marketing or your real estate marketing, you seek ye first to build a relationship with your client, and sales, commissions, every other thing will be added onto you. Right? So you focus on building a relationship, focus on selling the experience, focus to be transparent, right? If you let's say if there are hidden fees, like if the property costs, let's say 2 million, right? And you need to sell that property, and the document of the property is 300,000 francs, and the client asks you how much is the documentation, are there any hidden fees? And because you just want the client to come and pay, and later on because you know that when they pay, most of the times they will not want to ask for a refund. They'll just say they'll get pissed off and tell you, you should have told me at the beginning that there are other hidden fees and stuff like that. Now I have to spend extra, and then they will just pay. But when they live with that experience, right, they will not remember or want to come back to you. But initially, in the beginning, if you told them that this property is 2 million francs, and the documentation, that's the site plan, let's say the site plan cost 50,000, the deed cost 100,000, the chief attestation cost 100,000, and you explain to them in that manner, right? You explain to them in that manner, they will later on come back to you because you were transparent in the beginning. You see that you are trying to build a relationship with them by explaining to them everything that they need to do in order to get that property. You're much more interested in them investing than in them buying. I don't know if you get me. You are much more interested in them investing their hard-earned money in the best real estate deals in your city than in them buying. Than in you making a sale that's getting commission off the back of it. Okay? So seek ye first, on how to build a relationship, or seek ye first a relationship with your clients or with your customers, rather than, focusing on making the sale. So secret number 8 is the goal of marketing is not to make a sale. The goal of marketing is to acquire a customer or a client. And that is the last secret on the 8 secrets on how to sell properties to high net worth individuals in Cameroon as a Cameroonian realtor. Okay? Please type in the comment section if you got value, and type in the comment section the last secret. Type the goal of marketing is not to make a sale, it is to acquire a customer or a client. The goal of marketing is not to make a sale, but it is to acquire a customer or client. Right? I hope you got value. And the most important thing amongst all of these things I've shared here is for you to implement. Okay? So whatsoever thing you've learned here, let it shift your mind. Because in creating content, because if you listen to all of what I've said here and you say, oh, Daniel, what you taught is so wonderful, it's amazing, I've not heard it taught like that somewhere else, and you go back and still create content the same way you were doing before, then it means you didn't understand what we're teaching here. What I'm trying to do here is to shift your mind or change the way you see marketing, so that when you now go and sit to create content, even the dress you wear, if it's not what you're supposed to wear, your mind will tell you to change it. Now, I am right here in my house doing this live session. I could still just wear any jersey or just any random t-shirt and come on live. But because there is a certain impression I want you to have of me, I cannot. I have to wear this. All right? I have to wear my native. I have to put on my bangles. I have to put on my watch. I have to wear my chain. I'm at home. Okay? So what I want this to do to you is because, do you know that even today when I wanted to come live, I was telling myself, Daniel, just wear anything. And I was just playing with myself, right? Because I'll just talk to myself. And my mind was like, Daniel, just take that JC and wear and go like. And another part of my mind was like, is something wrong with you? Like, how can you even want to do that? How can you even think that? Because it's not possible. It will not go. I will not be able to sit here. I will not even be able to click on the live button, right? Because my mind has shifted. There is a way in which I see branding. Okay, like we thought in our episode 2, that branding is not a logo. Branding is the projection of value. Even what I'm wearing on is it's added to the value I'm trying to project to you, towards you. Okay, so please, I beg of you, put this into practice. Put this into practice. You have to force yourself. I've told you, you cannot do what you like. Okay, you do what is necessary to achieve the results. You don't do what you like, you do what is necessary to achieve the results. So please put everything that we've discussed here into practice. And if you have any worry, of course you have the Selling Network. Send me a message, okay? Send me a message with your worries. You can even ask for a call. I'll get on a call. We'll clarify all of your worries, your doubts, and then you keep going. My goal is that you start making sales with ease, without stressing. There's this pressure that people carry. They'll be like, before I made this sale, I've struggled with this client until. No, why are you struggling? You shouldn't. With these 8 secrets that I've handed over to you, you shouldn't. If you implement all of these 8 secrets, I bet you will be unbeatable. Please go through episode 3 again, right? Where you understand the different kind of people that buy properties. You understand how to sell to them, the 3C content formula, and then you come now to this episode 4, and then you see how to just go all in. Okay? So I'm so sorry for the interruption, the network interruption, and next time I promise to do better, right? All of the routers that we have, the internet connection that I had, MTN was breaking, Starlink breaking, and that was not really good. So I'm going to combine the first clip to this one, and then before I upload. So before tomorrow midday, I think we'll have the replay up and running on the channel, and then I will send the link to the group for everyone to watch. So this is the end of the class, and I remember last time I mentioned that please, for Canva Pro, for you to have access to Canva Pro, you need actually it's 50 something thousand, about 52,000 francs, but we have a team that we bought where you can pay just 10,000 francs to have access to Canva Pro for a year. But I'm going to personally pay 5,000 francs for everybody, so you can send me just 5,000 francs, and then we'll get you Canva Pro. And for CapCut, 2 people have already shown interest to purchase the CapCut. That's a pro version for a year. So we need just 1 person to join them, so that you share the logins amongst the 3 of you, so that right now when you are starting, at least your video can have good edits and good quality when you're downloading and uploading on your channels. Okay, I think this will be the end of our class today. Next episode, see you next week, Monday, 7 or 8 p.m. right? I'll let you know before then. And if there's any other thing I'm going to drop in the group, I remain your favorite real estate sales and marketing coach, Atega Daniel, here in the city of Buea. Bye bye, and see you next Monday.